Margaret Thatcher. She was the first woman Prime Minister of United Kingdom. She was born in Grantham, Lincolnshire, England, on 13 October 1925. Her father's name was Alfred Roberts and mother's name was Beatrice Ethel. Her father was a politician and greengrocer. She won a scholarship to Kesteven and Grantham Girls' School, where she was the head girl for the academic year 1942 to 1943. Her school reports showed academic consistency and brilliance in a number of extracurricular activities. In 1946, she attended Oxford College and became the president of the Oxford University Conservative Association. She graduated with second-class honors and earned her Bachelor of Science in Chemistry in 1947 and moved to Essex to work as a chemist for BX Plastics. Thatcher first stood for Parliament in 1950 and became the Conservative contender for the Dartford Labour Party seat. She became an instant media magnet because she was the youngest representative and the only female candidate at the time. She married to Sir Dennis Thatcher in December 1951. They had 2 children. In 1952, she studied law and qualified as a barrister. In 1953, due to the birth of her twins, she could not contest for the 1955 general election. She won her first election campaign in 1959, winning the seat of Finchley in London. She appointed a shadow cabinet in 1967. The Conservative Party lost power in 1974, and she soon became a dominant force in her political arena. She got elected as leader of the Conservative Party in 1975. She was finally appointed as the Prime Minister on May 4, 1979. Britain's economy in 1979 was in dire financial crisis, and Thatcher's first term in office saw her adopting a new economic theory known as monetarism. At the beginning of the 1980s, the Thatcher government slowly began to gain popularity after their success in Falklands War. After the re-election of 1983, the Conservative majority grew, and she continued to enact her economic policies. In one critical event of 1984, known as the miners' strike, she forced the miners back into work with no allowances after they protested the closure of uneconomic pits. During her second term as Prime Minister, from 1983 to 1987, Thatcher handled a number of conflicts and crises, the most important one being the assassination attempt against her in 1984. In 1984, she signed a treaty with the Chinese government regarding the future of Hong Kong. Elected for a third term, in 1987, she sought to implement a standard scholastic curriculum across the country and tried to initiate a socialized medical system. She wins the 1989 general elections. She was finally replaced by her Chancellor John Major after the 1992 general elections. She was appointed to the House of Lords as Baroness Thatcher of Kesteven in 1992. She replaced the local government taxes with poll tax and also reduced income tax rates from 98% to 40% and slashed corporate income tax rates from 52% to 35%. In 1983, she was elected as a Fellow of the Royal Society. She was awarded the highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, by the U.S. President Ronald Reagan in 1991. She was dead in Westminster, London, England on 8 April 2013. She died of a stroke in London at the age of 87. I love argument, I love debate. I don't expect anyone just to sit there and agree with me, that's not their job," said Margaret Thatcher.